Hey, it's been a while since I uploaded a video, and I just happened to see this area as a topic of relevance in my opinion. Now, I will start the next time I go somewhere and I see some animal that's unique, but I just cannot help but notice that Animal Planet has essentially died. Like, I look at it as, like, as a hip-hop fan, I equate it to not as hip-hop is dead. Well, for me, Animal Planet is dead. And it's died officially since River Monster stopped showing new episodes. Now, there are some shows where I can at least give them the credit for trying, like some Animal Cop shows and My Cat from Hell. I give that a little bit of effort, but it's trying, producing no results. Tanks I would like, but they sell themselves as fish guys when they're more of tank guys. They put so many fish in at once, and as a general rule for those tank sizes, at the very least, you can't put in that many at once one time. And I look at it as I got a little bit older, you can say, that they haven't done any recap episodes, and I kind of look at that as that's a little bit weird, since they're not doing recap episodes about tanks they built. I watch other shows sometimes, Beyond Scared Straight, and they do recaps of the troubled teens they've met on occasion. They do recaps, and I find it funny how they haven't done that for Tanked. I look at it like there's kind of a correlation that they don't do recaps because I think that's gonna degrade the quality of the show. They don't look like bad guys at all, and the show is, I would watch it, but they do kind of false advertising, and the humor for that show just looks too scripted. It's like another reality show where, like, I would, even if they advertise themselves as fish tank guys instead of fish guys, I still would barely watch it, and I might have lost interest in it over time. Like, the problem with Animal Planet now is that they don't try hard enough, or they're trying too hard. That's the best way I can explain it. Now, it's been dying since Steve Irwin has passed away. Rest in peace to him. And he was, I consider him one of the Animal Planet pioneers. He was a guy that, when I used this term as a kid, he was basically my hero. And for any haters, I'm just gonna say that I'm not even gonna say foolish. He was kind of silly sometimes, and the crocodile with the infant was over the top. Yes, but if he was as much of a moron as some haters say he is, then he wouldn't. Why would he build these foundations for animals? I mean, come on now. Also, you cannot. While the infant thing, feeding the crocodile, holding the infant was controversial. Come on, look at what is going on with other things. I mean, Trump's grabbing by the pussy. Yeah, that's just like, I can say that because this is not exactly the most G-rated channel. Not the most explicit though, but come on now. It's like, maybe the grabbing by the pussy is a little bit, not too much worse in my opinion, but the one was like, you can argue that it was unintentional. The other one was like, yeah, well, considering the circumstances and considering the reputation of the people, one was, you can argue, is unintentional. The other one is like, yeah, that's low moral person, let's just say the least. I'm trying to not use too many cuss words. I'm trying to keep my channel as clean as possible, except for my LeVar Ball roast, ironically my last video. And pussy is technically not that bad of a word, but it's not something to say around a toddler. Anyways, gosh, there's just like the golden age of Animal Planet and even the good days of Animal Planet have tragically withered away. Now, the good age of Animal Planet, that was from like, I would personally say '02 through '06 when Steve died. You had the most extreme. You had like Animal X, I guess you can count that. Yeah, why not? I think Untamed and Uncut started playing in that time era. Yeah, it was Untamed and Uncut was kind of cool. There's also some other kind of shows that I don't know the name. Oh, Austin Stevens, yeah, he was decently cool. 02 to '05/06 was still a watchable time for Animal Planet. I'm going to be honest that the last time it was in the golden age and a time where it's not going to come back is, I personally think of it, that era, as 2000 to 2002, when my Animal Planet idol Jeff Corwin started premiering. Now, what made those two so revolutionary for Animal Planet was that I guess they were the originals to be the naturalists, to explore the world. I guess they were just happened to be the first ones to do it. And okay, they're the first ones to do it. Now, it's just like, I don't know exactly what I can say to form a thesis or an essay as to why they were so such pioneers, aside from the fact that they were the originals, the first ones to do it. But it's just that, like, I think, oh yeah, I'm gonna try to. I think the difference is that they explored various kinds of animals all around the world. Now, I said animals. The last guy to do that so far was Jeremy Stevens from River Monsters. Now, he was what kept Animal Planet at least having a pulse. He explored the world, it was a cool show, absolutely, but he mainly revolved around fish, and I'm a fan of aquatic life, but I kind of want to have more diversity, like, some kinds of mammals are kind of cool, like, as much, for those of you who know, I'm a fan of aquatic life and reptiles, but I can be a little bit more well-rounded, like, some bears and some kind of tigers are cool. Jeff Corwin and Steve explored those kinds of places. Jeremy Stevens, another difference is that he explores kind of by the water too much. And I'm a fan of the water, but if you're gonna be a golden age person for Animal Planet, you gotta explore other habitats. Like Jeff and Steve, they would go to even the suburban areas, even cities. Jeff did. Steve might have. Steve might have. I'm not sure, but like they would be exploring the savannas, grasslands, deserts. I guess that's what made them more revolutionary. Like, not only were they the first ones to do it, but they explored all kinds of animals and all kinds of habitats. I just missed those days where it was, I don't know how many of you can remember this, but Saturday Night Steve, Jeff Corwin having new episodes like at least every month. The Jeff Corwin Experience. There was, honorable mentions are Shark Gordon. I don't know if any of you remember that. His name's Ian Gordon. Mark O'Shea as well. Mark O'Shea, I can maybe say he's the third most. He's the third best. Gosh, that's most I can say. Oh, I'll be honest. I don't think I mentioned this yet, but I was watching one of my Jeff Corwin episodes that I bought on Amazon Prime, and I teared up a little bit because how much like the Golden Age era has disappeared, and now it's the crap era of Animal Planet. Maybe I got spoiled by the Golden Age era, I'll admit. That's a tiny bit, but it's just like Animal Planet's not even trying these days. Come on now. They have shows that aren't even related to animals. Pools, building, treehouse building. Come on now, that's TLC channel. What can I do for those who are wondering? I just ate. For those wondering, I have mentioned this as a topic with some friends, people I know, and I posted about this, but I will try to pursue my own Animal Planet show. Odds aren't high, but I have nothing to lose. I'm not going to say anything cheesy like I might have 5-6 years ago. But I will just say this. There are people who are on TV who don't even deserve a show. And sometimes the show is counterfeit. I will explore different places, and what you will see is genuine. I don't mean to sound cheesy, but that's my statement. Next time I go to a place that has some unique animal, pet store, natural environment, especially by the tide pools, I'm going to record it and upload it, and hopefully I can have at least start off with some YouTube stardom. From there, I will try to see if I can get my own spot on Animal Planet. If not, then Discovery Channel or Nat Geo Wild. All I know is that if I feel this strongly about how Animal Planet has gone down the drain and how much I can make a difference here, I'm going to try. And I have nothing to lose. So with that said, great day.